Hello, hello, hello. We are going to... Where are we going?
My dad's
For what?
food.
We're gonna see his brother. From Colorado. Say hi, Liz. Where'd you just come from? Yes. She's been gone for far too long. Now we put her in a car after she was already in a car for hours. Yeah, just what you wanted to do, right? My adventure yesterday. Went to see some family, had an allergic reaction, caught it super quick, but still had to take like a ton of medicine. Wasn't feeling well. Got a message from my sister's mother-in-law about a trailer that was available for an amazing price. You guys know that we are semi-homeless right now. We're living in a little camper that has no bathroom and no kitchen, and we've been in here now for 25 days, okay? So, the price was like, I thought it was gonna be a scam, but it wasn't. So I drove all the way out there. Hi, brother-in-law. Hi, Katrina. And we drove all the way. Me and Alyssa took off. We headed to Fairfield, and I was like, okay. I had to go to the bank. My bank would only let me pull out so much money. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. So I called my mom. My mom was gonna meet me there. I'm like, we have to go. Like, this is like a once in a lifetime chance. Like, this is the one. I just felt it. I felt like this is the one. So we get there. It's gorgeous. 27 foot. It's got a slide out on it, full kitchen, full bathroom, a bedroom. I mean, this is like every single thing I've been praying for. And so I'm like, okay, no, we're gonna take it. So my mom went to go get me a ball because I had a 2-inch ball. That's what I tow with for all my trailers, but this is 2 5/16. So she ran to go grab the ball for the trailer and the rest of the cash that I needed, and came back. We paid for it, did all the paperwork while she was gone. I was like, okay, we get it like loaded up, towing beautifully. Like, my truck is towing this thing absolutely beautifully. 27-foot trailer. Like, it's insane. It's insane. Like, when I think back, like, only God could put something this good together, because the price range that I had was not deserving of anything this gorgeous. And so, Tommy Dorio, that sweet Tommy Dorio, let me see if I could tag her in this bad boy. So anyways, Tommy's the one. She's been looking for a trailer for me, and she's just been so sweet, sending me all these messages and stuff. Well, she found one, and she had no idea. I said, okay, I messaged them, and like, I'm towing it home up 12. It's like towing beautifully, okay? I get it all the way through Rio Vista, onto 160. I make it all the way up the riverside, over the 3 Mile Slough Bridge, and I'm like, literally, like, I could see Antioch. I could see the lights at the Antioch Bridge, and I blow a tire. Like, not just like blow a tire, you guys, like the studs that your lugs go onto to hold the tire on this trailer are freaking gone. They're sheared right off. So I, like, luckily, like, when I drive, when I tow, I'm always watching my mirror. So as soon as this happened, I seen the cap fly off, and I was like, oh my gosh. And I was pretty sure I seen the tire go too, but you couldn't really see, so it kind of just looked like a little blur. Well, I put my hazards on like immediately, and I start like slowing down. And so, guys, I'm in my Chevy 2500 truck, which is like super long, pulling a 27-foot trailer that's like hella weight. It's a dual axle, thank God. So it's got tandem axle on it, which means there's 2 tires on the back on each side. The front tire on the driver's side of this trailer. Sorry, I'm like really not well right now. It completely like sheared off of the lug nuts. No more lug nuts, no more studs, gone, tire gone. And hi Grandma B, hello Thea Rachel, hi Janet. um so I throw my hazards on and I start to, like, luckily there's West Sherman Island Road right there. So I pull off and I can't go far because at this time I could tell, like, I'm dragging some weight. So I knew something bad had happened. I didn't know what though. And I was just like, oh Lord, please, okay? Like, please. So I'm immediately praying, okay, God. As soon as I seen something fly, I was like, number one, I prayed for people who were on the road because I did not want it to hit anybody. That's always my worst fear, is that something, you know, could fly off and hit somebody. I don't believe it did. And so we pull off the road, but like where I could get to, was literally like right off of 160. It's kind of a quick turn onto West Sherman Island, and we're right on the levee. And this is like Alyssa's worst fear, guys. This poor child had so much anxiousness, and like she probably doesn't want me saying that. So, you know, I'm saying this just out of a loving and caring heart for her. She was just having a very rough time. So I called my mom. I got out of the car. I had my friend Letty on the phone with me. And so I pulled over to that space, and I only had maybe like 15, 20 feet from like the stop sign where you turn, and had my hazards on, and cars are just like turning onto that road, which I didn't even realize that road was so busy. They're turning onto that road and they're having to like swerve around my trailer or my truck. And it's a very, very thin road, and we're right on the water. So sure enough, I'm going to post pictures later, but there's no freaking tire. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, the tire's completely gone. There's no lug nuts. Like, this isn't even something that I can fix at this point. Hello, father-in-law. This isn't even a fixable situation. Like, these studs have to be tapped out of the hub and then freaking put new studs in, get new lug nuts, put a new tire, new rim, everything together, put it back on. This is where we were at with it, okay, guys? So at this point, now I'm like, I need to call people, because I knew, like, I had 19 miles before I was home. There's no way that I could get my tow to go, because I don't have that many miles right now to tow. I was like 10 or something like that. And so I called my friend to see if she had tow miles available. And so I called her. Just to let you guys know, if you guys have trailers or RVs, you have to add that onto your policy. Like, even if I had my tow miles, they're not valid unless you have RV and trailers added on. This happened at like midnight. It was like 10 p.m. It was like 10 p.m. when this happened. And no, it was right before 9. That's right, because that bridge, 3 Miles Through Bridge, closed at 9. So I passed through at like 8:20ish or something like that. So I got off the phone with Letty. I called my mom, and mom's like, you're playing. I was like, Mom, I swear, and I don't swear to God, but I was like, I swear to God, like, I would never lie about anything like this. So evidently I do swear to God, because I did in that moment. I was like, Mom, no, take me seriously. Like, I'm really stranded on the side of the road right now, and this is something that, like, I could usually fix things. I'm very, like, I'll figure it out. I was like, I have no idea what to do here. Like, number one, all the stores are closed. Like, I can't get to an auto store to get studs. I have no tools with me. Like, so carry some studs with you guys. Carry a tap and die set, like pretty much just like an ice pick and a hammer. I mean, there are things that we should just have on us at all times. I did not, especially me, but that's just whatever. So we're on this road. Alyssa's having the hardest time. I feel like a horrible mother. I'm calling. So I call my friend, the one that I made, who came out here and did all the work to help make the farm handicap accessible. Call him and say, hey man, like, I know you have equipment and stuff. Like, I've already called. Like, nobody has RV on their freaking policies. Like, does your policy have anything on it for the business that we could use to, like, get this thing towed? Like, I'm literally, like, in a very unsafe situation. I don't use the word emergency too often, but, like, I literally sent a text and was like, this is an emergency, please call me immediately. And I didn't want to just, like, unhitch the trailer and leave it. Number one, the tags on this are 2 years bad, so I have to pay 2 years on the registration. And on top of that, people vandalize stuff that's just sitting on the side of the road. And this thing is in pristine condition. It's gorgeous. It's got a slide out on it. It's 27 foot. It's got a bedroom, a kitchen, a dinette area. I mean, this is everything I prayed for. Full bathroom. I mean, like, we went from being homeless in this little camper that's 6 by 8 with a 4-foot bed to now having a freaking full home to live in while the house is being renovated that's in perfect condition. So I'm sitting there and I'm on the phone with all these people and I'm going back and forth because now everybody's calling me back, so I have all these calls I'm switching back and forth to. I call my daughter's grandfather because he used to work on tires. He was like, yeah, that's not nothing that's going to happen tonight. Like, you have to have a tire guy come out who actually has like all of these exact things to fit it. You're going to need a new tire and rim, all of this. Okay, so now this guy like randomly pulls down the road. I didn't realize, but he was leaving. Okay, this like older guy, his name was Ed. It is Ed. And he's like, did you call AAA? I said, yeah. I said, but we're having a problem. Like, we don't have RV tow on our policy, and nobody I know does either. So we're trying to figure that out right now. I'm trying to find a tow company that's even available right now that can tow this because it's 27 feet, blah, blah, blah. We were having some issues. So he goes, hold on. I've got a neighbor, and he can fix anything. I'm going to go get him, see if he's there. I'm pretty sure I seen him working on something in his garage. So sure enough, this guy goes back and he's gone. So now he's gone for like a long time. I don't even know. It's a long time. And I mean, you're in the dark and stuff, so everything seems longer. And I'm like, great, I have no weapons on me, nothing. And I'm like, okay, this is like the worst situation for me. I literally jumped in my truck and left to go get this trailer with nothing planned out whatsoever. Not even like spare food and water. I think I had like one extra water bottle. Sorry. And so they come back, okay, and they pull up, and this guy and my mom pulls up at the same time, like, thank you, Jesus. So like they pull up, my mom pulls up, and I tell her, I was like, Mom, oh my gosh. I said, okay, this is this guy Wayne, and this is this guy Ed, and Wayne can fix anything. He's checking it out right now. So he starts like checking out this trailer. And I was like, man, it looks like the hub's got to come off. It's got to have new studs put in. I have to get lugs. I was like, at this point, I just need to get to somewhere safe because I don't want to leave this tonight because I don't want to just like abandon it. And so he's like, okay. He's like, well, we could at least get it somewhere safe. He's like, but I think I can get you back on the road. So I was like, really? You think you can get me back on the road tonight? He's like, I'm pretty sure I have everything at my shop to make this work. So guys, I'm just saying, like, only me can like have this type of like horrible situation happen. I mean, I'm sorry, but like, number one, my measure of faith is amazing, and I'm so thankful that God has given that to me, because the first thing I do is I pray. I'm like, no, like, we got to find a way, and I don't give up. I literally don't give up. I'm like, and I don't give up hope. So when people say like, hey, this isn't going to work, I'm like, no, there's got to be a way for it to work, because things just have to work. That's just my only thought in my mind. Like, things just cannot not work. So I was like, Wayne, I like how you think. This is how I think. This is how I was like, I'm on board right now. Let's do this. What do we got to do? Like, you tell me. He's like, well, let me assess this real quick. I said, okay, I'll hold the light. So I'm holding the light for him. My mom comes out. She's doing the light, and we're just like going back and forth. He's like, okay, checking everything out. He's like, yep, got to take the hub off. Got to get these studs out. So only I can like lose a tire on a dangerous road, literally not even have any problem towing it to not really a safe spot, but at least off the main highway where there was no pull off. Hi Jen, hi Des. And so I get it there. Then some random guy who says he never leaves his house at nighttime decided that he was going to drive to Rio Vista, passes me, then has a neighbor that happens to be a machine mechanic that has every single thing to fix what I need, when every single person I called, even like the tire places and tow places, said that it was next to impossible to get me taken care of that night. I'm sorry, okay? That's God. Like, so I have no doubt that was God, that was his presence, that was my measure of faith, that was prayer working. And it's so funny because I had some videos that I had done that was like, this is like literally faithful prayers. Like, everything that happens is because I have so much faith-filled prayers when I pray. Like, I know, and I pray with things that are like very detailed, okay? So, and I'm only saying this because I know some people don't have faith, and I do, and if you don't have faith, that's okay. That's where you're at. But like, I know that I do. And so I just want to share my part of my story, because this is how God works in my life. And it's no other way, because I can't claim that this was me or Wayne, because like literally God set every single thing up for this to happen this way. Like, and And I'm like, it couldn't just be that I found this trailer for $1,750. That was an amazing price already. It was like, no, now I had to like have this already dramatic story, have an allergic reaction, not feeling well, tried to have someone drive with me, couldn't have someone drive with me. The bank wouldn't give me all the money. My mom's going to meet me with the money. We go in there. I mean, like literally the whole part about it is just so elaborate. We get there, we get home, blow a tire, didn't even get home, got part way home, blow the tire. Then we down this like dark, scary road, stuck, unsafe, meet this random guy, Ed, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, hold on, I have a machine mechanic friend. Okay, so let's fast forward. I just had to like put all those pieces together if you guys didn't see already, like how amazing God is and how many times he intervened to make this happen. I'm home. I'm in the little tiny trailer right now. Father, yes, we're safe. But the best part is this guy literally took his trailer apart. He has a car hauler that has the same hub style and bearings and stuff as my hub did for my trailer. Took his hub off of his, brought his hub and his tire from his trailer back, put it onto my trailer. So right now Josh is getting the studs to put into our hub so we could take his hub off, put my hub back on, put the trailer on, or put the tire on, because there was a spare tire underneath this darn trailer, brand new, gorgeous, okay? And like we put this, he puts his everything back onto my trailer, puts my parts in the back of my truck. We just, throw him a little gift to say thank you, because that was amazing. And even he wasn't going to ask for anything, but I'm like, dude, like you literally could have like taken this would have been like our grocery money and like living money if we had to call to have it towed, but we were going to do it, because luckily like we got our rent reimbursed. So it was like, okay, we can use that money to purchase this, and God just worked everything out, you guys. So the trailer's here. I'm going to take you guys to show you it in a little bit, but I have to go do my chores. We didn't go to bed till after 3. I'm hecka sick right now. I've been like fighting a fever this morning, and being on the levee that late at night and not feeling good, it was just like hilarious. But thank God, because when Josh showed up, he had my wheelchair, and I was like, go get my wheelchair. By that time I was not standing anymore, and I just like sat in the wheelchair. I'm holding the light. Oh my gosh, like it was just perfect. My mom had some blankets in her cars, and then I went in my truck. I had a pair of sweats and that, and my mom ended up having a mattress that she was bringing down for me for Alyssa in the back of her truck, so she just laid that in the back of her SUV. Alyssa slept back there. Yeah, so we had a long night. Alyssa did not make it to school. I mean, yeah, that child had a very rough night. So you guys keep her in your prayers, because everything that we're going through, I could not imagine walking through it as a child. We're older and it's different when you're walking through it, and but I mean, she has like the best spirit about it, but last night she had a lot of anxiousness, and I know this is hard. Like what we're going through is hard. She's lost everything, and she's down to like whatever she has. Whatever she had that she took to retreat with her is the only items that she has. Like nothing else out of the house has been able to be taken. So we have a beautiful home, guys. It's here. We're gonna get the hub switched out, put the tire on it, get it parked, get power and sewer and everything hooked up to it, hook up the water, guys, and hopefully by this evening we will have it all cleaned and just ready to be lived in, and I have a safe place to come back to after my stem cell transplant to heal. God worked everything out, guys. He worked every single thing out. And I can't even say that it was me, or it was Wayne, or it was Ed, or my mom, or Josh, or the guy who sold it, or Tommy who found it. It was literally the fact that not only do I pray, but I share with you guys. Like, had I have not shared our need with you guys, Tommy wouldn't have known to look for this trailer, and it's like, and I was very adamant, like, I don't have a budget. Like $1,500 was my max. Well, this was $1,750. You know what? $250 over for what we got was amazing, and I can't wait. It's like a Taj Mahal for the price. Yeah, I was going to look at a bucket tomorrow. Like, I had a scheduled appointment to look at this new way 1972 dilapidated but good shell trailer, just to make, because it had a working kitchen and a working bathroom. So God has so much more things. Like when I say that I know that my life is for greatness, it's because God does stuff like this over and over again. And unless you guys hear these elaborate stories, it's like I couldn't just be like, oh yeah, I got a trailer. No, every single thing has to have some elaborate story with it. So, yes, I know. But she's doing well. She's with my mom right now getting some food. And then Josh is coming back. We're going to do that. So I got to go outside and finish my chores. But thank you guys for watching. Just had to let you guys know, like, God's amazing. And he shows up all the time in my life. All the time. Like, daily. There's never a moment that if I call on him or if something happens and I'm like, Lord, right now, we got to work this out. There's a way, like, show me the way. Give me the wisdom right now. Guide me through this. And it happens. So that was it. Just had to let you guys know this amazing, crazy, elaborate God story. And he sent Wayne by Ed and my mother and my husband. So it was unsafe. It was a horrible situation, but you can't even see the bad in it when it's that good of a story and everything works out. Like when it says like all things work for God's good. Like I truly believe that, because as horrible as everything happens in my life, like with the house, it's like, no, he exposed mold and now like it's getting taken care of. We're going to have a safe house. So, that's it, guys. God's amazing. I hope that you guys like call on him all the time, like literally to the littlest detail. I'm telling you, like there's sometimes I'm like, God's probably tired of hearing me because I'm always talking to him and always telling him like every single thing. But it works. It works. I prayed for this farm. It worked. Like I prayed for everything. I've been praying for answers with my health and everything, and this got exposed in the house. So that's it, guys. It's a long story. It's a beautiful story. It's a story of God just completely over and over and over again. I can't even tell you how many stories I have. I love you, Julie. I love you. Thank you for being on the phone with me last night. I tell you, I have like my core people, my fixers. Like I know there's like these people and I'm like, okay, I can call them. They might know somebody, know something. They've had a trailer. They did this. When I think about things, I always think of people who may have been in my situation before. We're not made to reinvent the wheel. Alyssa's grandfather worked on tires. I called him. Julie and Ron used to tow a trailer. I called them. Jason called him because his company, they tow trailers and stuff like that all the time, thought he might have known somebody. Letty, she was part of it because she was on the phone with me, and I was like, okay, Letty, you better start praying. My mom, because she was there and she's my mother, and I was like, even Mom, I blew a tire. Like, it really happened. There's no lug nuts, nothing. So, but you guys, and then I called my husband, which I shouldn't have done. I felt bad but I needed his help. We couldn't have lifted the stuff. There's no way. Like, we were stuck. That guy that came out to help, he couldn't, he brought some big jacks. We needed big jacks, and we needed Josh's muscles to lift that because none of us could do it. But it got done. He sent everything and every person that we needed, and we have a home, and it's gorgeous. And I can't wait because we don't have to worry about where we're going to cook food or if we can have storage for our food. Like, it's going to save us so much money being able to not have to go and eat places. And yeah, God's faithfulness is like abundance. So yeah, and just being able to have a place that has a heater in it, has AC, it's got a working shower, bathroom, everything. Like, yeah. So we're going to go out there and get it completed. And then later on today, after I have another time for a break, I'm going to show you guys. I'll take you on a tour of it. But pray, guys. Pray faithfully and believe that God is working and that he is going to answer your prayers. And pray like with so much detail. I can't even tell you, like, the details that I pray, it's like everything. Like, if you hear someone talking about what's going on in their life and what's wrong, pray exactly for those needs. And then, like, if something comes to your mind where you think, like, well, this could be a solution, Lord, if this is the solution, I pray that you bring it, because, like, just because I feel like it's a solution doesn't mean it's going to be God's solution. But I'm just saying, pray with details and just watch God work. Because if God's not showing up in your life like this, he can, and he will, because he does it for me all the time. And the only thing I could say is that I pray. That's it. It's like I pray and I believe God's going to work, and that's it. There's no other option. No, God's got to fix this. And that's what I say all the time, and people laugh because they're like, what? And I'm like, no, God's got to fix this. Like, what are you going to do? I don't know. Like, I'm going to pray, like, right now, and God's got to fix this. And so anybody who's on there, they know because they've heard this, like Julie, Letty, my mom, Josh, like, that's it. Like, my granny B right here, Winnie, that's like, someone say, well, what are you going to do? There's nothing, I got to pray. Like, if it's out of my hands and I can't see a way, then I pray and I wait for God to fix it. So if you guys didn't see this, last night I went and picked up a 27-foot trailer in Fairfield. I made it onto 160. A tire completely like shredded off the lug nuts. There's no lug nuts or anything down to the hub. Made it to like an unsafe road right there where it was Sherman Island, West Sherman Island Road right there on the levee. Pulled off. Very scary situation. Some random guy said he had a neighbor that could fix anything. Went and got him. He came back. My mom, Josh, this guy showed up. He's like, yeah, you know what? I think I could fix it. He tore his trailer apart, fixed my trailer, put his tire and hub on there, got me going. Like, literally, we were home by 1 a.m. And then then my other trailer was blocking the driveway. I couldn't even get in. So then that was hilarious. I had to go have Josh's truck go through my neighbor's entrance to our field to get the trailer out of the way. We didn't even get parked until like after 2. And then we went to Safeway to get something to eat, because after all of that, it was very exaggerated and long. But we got the trailer home. We have a home. It's a beautiful home. It was a very inexpensive home. It was under our it was above our budget, but under our rent. So it was amazing how things transferred. And we're going to go switch out the hub so we can go take Wayne back his hub and his tire for his trailer. And it's just God working, an amazing day. So that way, just in case you missed that whole story, pretty much God sent angels, fixed our tire, got us home safely, and we have a home. So I love you guys. I love you, Auntie Kim and Sister Jessica. Sorry, I'm not well right now, guys. I'm going to take my medicine. I'm going to go out, finish my chores, and get this done, and get Wayne back his tire, and then start setting up our home. And then just thank God for how amazing he is. So I can't wait to show you guys. So later on today, when I have time, I'll take you guys on a tour of the trailer and just show you just how amazing. I mean, you guys aren't going to believe it. Okay, you will not believe it. It's just unbelievable. There's no other way. I literally was going to look at a 1972 piece of garbage because I was like, that is what our budget is. God has greatness for us. He has it for you. He has it for me. And he just shows up like this every time. And he's like, here, this is what you're deserving of, my child, not that. Like, here is a place where you can heal in, go get your treatment, come back, heal in this safe place. So guys, send people to buy my pumpkins so that way those pumpkins could be picked up and purchased and used towards my treatment and our expenses right now. And just watch God work, because that's what's happening, because we have a home. Next, I'm getting healing, and that's it. I'm claiming it. It's mine. I'm praying for it. I'm believing in it. I don't know what level of healing I'm going to get, but I'll tell you right now, when I come back from my stem cell transplant, God is going to use me in amazing ways, and I'm claiming it, and that's it. So I love you guys. Oh, I'm so glad you're excited. I'm excited too. I can't wait. We need to like get together and just like have a huge prayer, man. Just watch God explode in our lives, because it's so amazing just to see what he does over and over and over again. So just keep praying. That's it. Let's see. And at that, an hour, I know, right? I'm just telling you, like, seriously. And the timing, it's like when I really call and pray and stuff like that, like he always has these immediate responses. Like I could be in distress, but he sends help. And it's like, okay, Lord, like, no, I'm in distress right now. Like, I need you. Step in, intervene right now in this situation. Show up. I need you to show up. That's it. There's no other option, Lord. Like, right now, work this out. And that's literally how I pray. Like, out loud. Amen. I'll add, amen. Ask Alyssa. She hears it too many times, like, just randomly. Hey, Lord, right now. Nope, this isn't happening. This is not how it's going to happen. Rewrite it right now, Lord. Amen. So maybe one day I'll catch one of those random prayers. I don't know. But faith-filled prayers, guys. You got to pray. You got to believe that God's going to work, and he does. That's it. So I love you, Barbara. I love you, Julie. I'll see you soon. Letty, I love you so much. Thank you for everything. I think we're going to do another pumpkin painting this Saturday. If you missed it last Saturday, there are so many people that asked if we could do it again. So I think we're going to do one more this Saturday because I still have all the supplies. So why not, right? Like, let's do it again. So God's working. I'm going to go. This is way longer than I thought it would be, but you guys just have to hear these elaborate stories. It's like, not, Rochelle didn't just go get a trailer. No, like, Rochelle went and picked up a trailer and, like, had all of this amazing things happen where God just stepped in and was like, hey, you know, let's make sure that you see me working. Here's my hand over everything. So that's it, because nothing that we did was there. Wasn't me, wasn't Wayne, wasn't Ed, wasn't Josh, wasn't my mom. It was God. So I love you guys. I have got to get some meds on board and get my stuff finished, but if you're not watching, watch the replay. I think it's worth it. You guys should see what God did last night because it's pretty funny. I'll post some pictures in the comments just of how bad it was. But yeah, it was like, I wish I would have had a video of my face when I seen that the tire and the studs were off, because I was like, oh my gosh, like, this is not even something that I can, this is like far out of my, like, I have nothing to fix this right now. I mean, you can see I barely have words. So, okay, I love you guys. Have a good day. Yeah, just pray, guys, faithfully. God'll work. He's going to show up. He does miracles every day, and he has greatness for you too. It's not just these stories that I can come up, because I'm telling you, like, I have so many stories like this. It's crazy. Thinking about last time, like, how does he continue to have these, like, elaborate things that he just does in my life? I don't know, man, because I don't hear these stories from other people. But whatever, he wants me to tell him. So just God's working, guys. That's all I could say. So have a good day. I'll be back later on and I'll show you guys a tour of our new home.